Hello everyone and welcome to the Minecraft update cycle for version 26.1. We are tackling snapshot number 6 today, in which we have been gifted with a lot more baby mobs. I fear we're slowly coming to a close with all these babies. We don't actually have that many more to get a revamp for. This is pretty much the second to last batch that I can think of, unless they plan on adding a few more babies, which is very possible, of course. We'll discuss some future routes that this snapshot cycle could take at the end, though, because really the only actual updates for today, besides all the technical stuff that always happens, was these babies. So let's get into it. The first baby that we're going to be tackling today is the baby bee. This guy looks super good. I love what they've done with the baby bee. Even if some of my realm mates are not the happiest, they probably would have preferred maybe not this. It's okay, Cole. This is pretty good still. I don't actually see baby bees that much because I don't really use bees, but this kind of makes me want to use them a bit more. Can you imagine this little guy flying around like a very nature-based build? That would be sick. You can do that now with the new golden dandelions from last week's snapshot. We also have the baby fox, and this one is also quite good. I like this one quite a bit. I don't really know what's going on at the back of their hooves, feet. You know, I'm struggling. This is like a horse issue again. I don't know what to call these things. We're just gonna call them paws. I think that's the proper term. I don't know why they're that color, but I don't know. But with those two out of the way, we have our first and only variation mob today. Thank God. They're kind of annoying to spawn all of them sometimes. And that is obviously the llama. And I'm now realizing that I actually forgot some mobs. I have added one of the ones that I forgot over there. Let's go ahead and do our usual run through of all the llamas. So first up, we have the creamy llama, the white llama, the brown llama, the gray llama, and finally, the creamy trader llama. Now, obviously, all the other trader llama variants also got new textures, but I didn't feel like spawning all of them, so you guys get this one. And the llamas are quite cool, definitely serviceable. Rough to say anything new for all of these new babies because we've seen so many and they're all really good. And I'm trying to avoid that word that I always say. Good stuff, Mojang. Moving on away from our grass and mountain variants of baby mobs, we have some new desert and mesa and savanna mobs. That being the camel and the armadillo. I gotta talk about the armadillo first. Oh my god. It looks great. I love the tiny little head. This is definitely a perfect baby mod for this guy. Oh, no, the camel's here too, I guess. In all seriousness, the camel also is a good one, though I'm not too attached to camels. I don't think I've ever really used one before. I fear the update cycle it came from, which I believe was Trails and Tails. I didn't really get into the update very much, I'm afraid. And now taking another step away from our desert mobs, we have our snowy mobs. That being the goat, who probably could have fit with the mountainous theme that's going for over there. Oh well. And the polar bear, which looks, actually, this polar bear doesn't look too different from its old model. I think it's a little bit smaller, and a little bit beefier here, if I recall. I don't think it's quite as long. And the baby goat is very nice. I love the two little horns on top, and the eye does a lot of work for this mob. I think that the singular pixel eye does a lot of work for a lot of these mobs, but this one especially I quite like. And that's it for pretty much all of the new baby mob variants. I do have a few details that I want to add. First of all, the saddle here, just to remind me to say that saddles will not be visible on baby camels. I don't know if they were before. I guess this means they were, but they will not be anymore. We have a few more changes to the baby chickens here. Supposedly, they've fixed the worm baby chickens stripes. I don't exactly know the difference. I'll pop a picture up from last snapshot though. Maybe we can tell something. And their wings have been fixed, which I thought was on last week, so I don't really know what the issue was. I see they're two different pixels now, so maybe that's it? I don't know. I guess the baby chicken's wings, the snapshot cycle will continue even longer than it should have, I guess. And this last one is gonna be quite difficult. I have no idea how to actually get this to show up, but apparently baby axolotls now have a play dead animation. I'll have to break into their tank here. Ah, is this it? It's just the new playing dead animation. I think this is it. I don't know how convincing that is. Is it bugged? Let's try it again. It doesn't happen all the time, clearly. No, yeah, no, there it is. I guess that's the... Is it regenerating? It can do that? I mean, I knew they regenerated their limbs, but I didn't realize that was an actual Minecraft feature. Well, I suppose that's the playing dead animation. Don't know how convincing exactly it is, but that's pretty cool. And really, I fear that's actually about it for today's snapshot. There wasn't actually a lot. A lot of today's snapshot was really technical, besides all the cool babies, which I do very much so like. But I did want to take a moment before I end today's video to talk about some possible directions that the snapshot cycle could go, and directions I'm 99% sure it will go. So, what can we expect from future weeks? First of all, lots more technical stuff. Every time we get a snapshot update, there's always at least something technical in it, and we've had a lot of technical changes in the background of these videos for the snapshot cycle that I am unfortunately just not smart enough to cover. Maybe next snapshot cycle I'll start covering them, but not this one. It goes a bit over my head, I fear. Sorry about that. We can expect tons more of that for you data pack makers, you mod makers maybe. I'm not really sure who that pertains to actually. If you like creating stuff like that though, look forward to it. We can also expect a few more babies. Really, we've gotten all of them done, except for, I believe, the panda and the villager and zombie villager. And maybe some nether ones, like the baby piglin and baby hoglin. I would expect at least those last two to get new baby models, though who knows. They've already only done passive mobs, so that may not actually end up being the case. It'll definitely be a welcome change. I also would love to see some new babies, such as the baby parrot, that I said existed but doesn't exist. Now I feel stupid, but I feel a lot better if it started to exist. Or so maybe they'll add that if they change the baby panda. I can dream. And finally, an animation overhaul. Because a few of the new baby mobs, such as the Axolotl last update, have gotten new animations. And Mojang have uploaded a teaser with a bunch of new baby mobs that have updated animations that aren't seen in game, such as this one right here, this armadillo. So I would not be surprised to see us get a lot more animation overhauls over the next few weeks coming up to Minecraft Live, which we are slowly coming up to for those who've forgotten. Should be around March or April whenever we actually end up getting it. So that'll be very exciting. I will be covering that, of course, whenever it comes around. So yes, while we may almost be done with the babies, there are still definitely lots of possibilities to look forward to. So stay tuned. This update cycle is still not done yet. Not until we get that menu panoramic. That's when it's done, probably. But that is all I have for today. I hope you all enjoyed today's snapshot video. I thought it was quite a fun little surprise. I didn't expect to get this many baby mobs, but I'm definitely not complaining. I hope you all have a good rest of your day and night and week, and I will see you here next week for Snapshot 7 of update cycle 26.1. Goodbye.